Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Lavinia Stamps creative team, and today I'm going to share with you how to make this tag using the new Faylight Chronicles stamps and the gorgeous, gorgeous Thistlewhisk. I just love him. He's my favourite. I mean, just how cute is he? So I'm using one of the larger of the watercolour card tags. So let's get started. Now let's find my words. Tiptoe Prints it's called. It's such a delicate font. It's just beautiful. And I'm going to be using Fallen Leaves just to add those words at the bottom. So let's get those centred and low down. And then we're going to get Little Thistlewhisk, which I just think is the cutest thing. Let's ink him up. Again, I'm going to use Fallen Leaves to pop him just, and there he is, just absolutely exquisite. I'm going to add in the kind of the sweeps of snow with my Flying Fig. Now this is super juicy, so I only need a little hint of it and my tiny brush. So let's just, I'm going to pop this under his feet. Can you see how juicy that is? That's just like crazy. So get quite a lot of that off before I then start kind of skipping this a bit up here. It's like it's giving a shadow of this in the snow. I'll have another one here, maybe another one down here, and a couple as if it's like the horizon almost. And one on this side. You hardly need any really, giving our effect of the snow. And then we can start adding some of these baubles. And I'm going to get my hazel twigs to add the branches, and then we can add the baubles hanging from them. So I'm going to use the little one first to be coming down here. And I want to make sure that this goes a bit higher than that bauble. And I'm going to use Fallen Leaves. So I'm just making sure, yeah, that's plenty. Can go there. All the rest of them really are just hanging where they hang, but to make enough space for that bauble, I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of room. There we go. So that's the base to be starting to add our baubles. Now this comes in two parts, as you can see. We'll add the chain on second. I'm just going to get my Nocturne, ink that up, and then we'll add the link chain to that, between that and the branch. So this is coming quite a way down, like that. I'll get my chain. I'm going to ink it up with the Nocturne. I'm going to mask off where it's going to hang, so I don't want it any higher than there. So as straight as we can, and there we go. Looks like it's hanging from that branch. And then we can add in the glimmer orbs. So these are all different sizes, so I think we'll do the larger of the three. That one coming down over here, and whether we can fit the middle-sized one in. This one hanging up here. And I'm going to ink up this chain. I'm not going to worry about masking this one off because it's going to look like it's hanging down from a branch way up there above the tag. Like that. And again, I'm going to mask off which branch I want to hang it off. Let's hang it from that higher one. And try and line it up. And there it is. Now I'm going to add some of the Christmas charms, and again we can hang these from branches, or they can look as if they are coming from a branch much higher up. So that actually looks like it might come from there. So we'll have one there. They just have such delicate chains, these charms. I'll put one in here and one maybe around here. There we go. The little snowflakes, it's just some of my favourites. I used a variety of nice pinks and blues to add colourful snowflakes, and sometimes I just do it with my finger rather than getting a block out for such a tiny stamp. And all I'm doing is stamping them in varied places amongst the branches. And then it also comes with a set of 3 tiny ones. So if you want to add these, then we can colour in. So I used a variety of Mondeluz pencils, various different colours. So for the star ornaments, I'm stuck with yellow, with a brighter yellow in the middle, and then there's the lighter touch, and then kind of the yellow ochre just around the outside. Just don't press as quite hard down when you're in this area. And then the larger baubles, I've shaded them so that made a bit more of an emphasis, but the edges here are darker. So then I can go in with my darker pencil, and it would be darker at the top there. Right, there's our colouring in done. I'm going to pull out those with a white Posca once I've gone round with Bermuda. So that's the one colour I'm edging it with. Mine's quite dry. Well, I'll say it's quite dry. It depends actually where you put it on the ink pad. So I'm just going to avoid those baubles, but I just love the kind of greeny, grey blue that this colour is. I'm going to add some splashes of water and clean off. I know you're shocked, aren't you? I'm going to clean off my kitchen roll so that I can spritz and dab. So it gives you these little, well, you can see them here, it gives you the little white speckles. It's a really good technique to use if you've been a bit heavy-handed with the ink brush and you get a blob. Just get your spray on there and it'll lift it slightly. So all we need to do now is get our white Posca pen . And then we'll add some sparkle with the Wink of Stella glitter. So give that a shake. Get ourselves a brush, a wet brush, and I just test it on the paper first before I start splattering. And there we have a little Thistlewhisk in amongst the extremely beautifully decorated forest. Thanks for joining me.